I'm going to open up my deal machine so that way you guys can see that. Gonna wait for people to get on here. So I'm having, just so you guys know, I have like Instagram here, YouTube and Facebook group here. I'm going to be mainly looking this way, but I want to check here to make sure if you guys have any questions for me about DealMachine, I want to be here for you guys to support you and let you know. Okay, so I already have a question. Hey, Ray. I have a few questions for you today. First, with the skip tracing feature in DealMachine under the seller's info, the mortgage that is shown, is that the current mortgage left, or was that the mortgage at the time of the sale date? That is the current mortgage that we have from the county. For right now, that's a great question, Ray. That's just the information that we have. It usually does show if they've, it's just from whenever the last time that data was updated in the system. Steve, when are you going to make it where you can run comps? Great question. Awesome question. And we've been talking about some things. I know that in the pipeline right now for the end of the year, you know, this year, the end of the year, we are looking to do something to help you guys with comps and things like that. We're just trying to figure out the best solution and most innovative way for you guys. Hey, TJ, tattooed realtor. I like it. I'm also on Instagram over here, so I want to be able to hit people up if they have questions on Instagram, as well as you guys that are watching on YouTube and Facebook, just to make sure that, you know, we're being the most we can be for our members. And so I'm so happy to have you all on here on Instagram, on YouTube and Facebook. Just so you guys know, this is just a time for you to ask questions. Robin asks, Elise, what will my VA see? Today is his first day. Will he see type of owner, vacant, occupied? Great question, Robin. If you are on our basic or professional plan, if you have him as a deal finder, he will not be able to see owner occupied, vacant, anything like that. You would have to be on either the professional or the enterprise plan and have him on as a partner for him to be able to see that. We keep deal finders so that they can't see owner occupied or vacant and all that information, just so that they're just, you know, focused on adding properties, not and adding properties that you want them to add, which is the distressed homes, or what level of distress that is. So that's why they can't. So if he's a deal finder, your VA, which congrats on getting a VA, Robin, that's awesome. I would say, you know, if he's a deal finder, he's not going to see any of that information. If you want him to, he'd have to be a partner, which again is on our professional or enterprise plans. Are y'all going to highlight the absentee property feature again? I can show you how to do the highlight absentee properties. Is that what you're asking? I'm sorry, you're coming up as Facebook user, not your name. But I can definitely show you that if that's what you would like. Hello, how do I transport my list from DealMachine to other platforms? Thank you. Yes, of course, Amanda. Great question. So how you can do that is you can go to export your list. So if you go to your list view and you go into filters, you can say like from that date. And then once you have the filter set of the properties you want to export, then you can go to the top 3 dots and click that, and it'll say export all deals. And then you can take that and upload it to your other system. Now, if you have a Zapier, we usually have Zapier integrations that can go like with Mojo Dialer. I know we can do Slack. I know, what are some of the other ones? There's a lot of Podio. So we have Zapier integrations, which will take any information that's put into DealMachine and put it right into your other system. How come some of the properties added, you can see the equity and loan info, et cetera, and some no? Great question. So the reason why is because it's whatever we have on county records. Sometimes they have it, sometimes they don't. It's just kind of, we're at the mercy of what that county has. Some counties have a lot of them. I know I've gone down one street and I can get mortgage info, all that stuff on one property, and then I can go 2 houses down and I'm not going to have very much of anything on it. It just depends on what they filed with the county. Okay, sorry guys, I'm just going back and forth, so I will get to your questions. Sean, that's who Facebook user is. Hi, Sean. I remember you. It's just so weird because it says Facebook user. Sean, I was just talking about you the other day to somebody. Good stuff. Ray says, what's the best way to see all of my conversations with the DealMachine staff? Sometimes I know when notices are sent out, I have to go through several tabs to find it or look in my email. Is there an easier way? Also, is it different from checking it on the computer as opposed to the cell phone? I always think that it's easier to be on a computer. My dog is like moving around on the couch. I am going to try to figure out a better place to record things on at some point. I don't have another place right now, so this is the best lighting. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. If you guys on Instagram are wanting to see my screen, just because I don't want to have to like move you guys all around, or I could, I guess, but it'll just look better if you go on our YouTube channel. It's just youtube.com/DealMachine, or if you go to our Facebook group, but I'm still here to answer your questions. Let me get this up. I'm loving this though, guys. We did have a huge cold front this morning and I was freezing. Okay, sharing my screen. Hey guys, we're back. Okay, so great way to check your messages. If you're talking about the chat, Ray, so if we go down to help and support, you can see your conversations or see all, and then it'll show all the conversations that you have. And I think it's easier to go through on the computer personally. And I find it easier to go through it here. The email strands like get me really confuzzled all the time. Okay. So yes, to show highlighting properties. So again, I just want to make sure everyone knows when you're highlighting properties, it's for your admins, and your partners are the only ones who are going to be able to see those. It's not going to be your deal finders, because again, we want them just focused on that. If you want them to see it, you're going to have them be a partner. But to see the highlighting, you need to go to your map view. Okay. And then go, so let me get here. I'm going to go to this little threefold map at the top right, and then make sure I have highlight properties toggled on. And then I can go to absentee owner, owner occupied, which honestly, so David, our CEO, this is to both, you know what, moving my pillow, but I have my laptop on. You guys get to see how kind of janky this is. Trying. But our CEO, David, has had most of his deals that are owner occupied. So I want to do owner occupied, and I want to do sold over 10 years ago. Okay. So then I can select that, exit out of the map options. You can do this on your computer. Also, even though your deal finders can't see this, you can look and be like, okay, I want you to drive up this street and this street and see if those houses are worth adding, because you don't know that. So I'm going to zoom out then, and all of those are going to be highlighted. So I would want my driver to go around this area and see these houses, because if they were sold over 10 years ago, it might be something that I want to look into. Ray, third question. When we are on the DealMachine site on the computer in the app, should we only use the DealMachine Google extension, or should we have the original DealMachine site open as well? Great question. So I would, and he's talking about virtual driving for dollars with the Chrome extension. I personally, if I'm doing the Chrome extension and I'm wanting to just drive, I'm just driving. I'm not having my DealMachine tab open because I'm going to go through and filter through those properties later. Ella, chill. Hey, chill. So I'm going to go through and filter that. When I'm virtually driving for dollars, I want to be able to add as many properties as I can in that time period. I had a question on here. Basic plan, 2.5 months, still have tech issues. How can I get help? Great question. I want to get you taken care of. So if you go to help and support in the app, it's at the very bottom on your main menu. We will get you taken care of. I promise you that. We will make sure that you're taken care of. And I'm sorry for the issues that you may be having. Okay. Just going back and forth. Craig, does DealMachine skip trace? Absolutely. And we are going to be having, I want you all to know this, we are going to make this more cost effective. We're trying to get that so it's more cost effective, that you guys can, do more with that. But to skip trace, what you would do is go into your list view, or if you had the property pulled up, and what we call our skip tracing is enhanced search. So right now on basic, it's 99 cents, and it'll give you any additional addresses, phone numbers, email addresses. When you go to our professional plan, it's 69 cents. And when you're on our enterprise plan, it's 49 cents. So right here where it says use enhanced search is going to be our skip trace. Great question. Arthur, can you talk about linking DealMachine Zapier to email? And is there a way, once it's linked, to retroactively email every lead that has an email address? So great question, Arthur. Sorry, I was looking at Craig's comment. So I can tell you about Zapier. I will say I haven't ever done it with email. I've only connected Zapier with Mojo. If you want more information about how to connect it, I would go to our support staff, because they're more into doing the Zapier integrations. I don't think, though, it's only outgoing, so like it would only connect to that outside link like your email, but I don't think you could actually. I'm trying to think here. That's a great question, Arthur. Yes, I think you would be able to do that, because if you have the emails but you would have to skip trace them inside the app. So if you skip trace them in the app, because they'll have the email addresses, you can send that to your system and then email all of them. But it would have to be skip traced in our system for it to be synced over. But your leads can get zapped over to your system that then skip traces it or whatnot. Elise, so virtually driving for dollars, I can populate a house address and the house next door or couple doors down, and the address just won't populate. So how would I know if it is an absentee, etc.? Okay, hold on. So virtually driving for dollars, I can populate a house address and the house next door. If it's not, is the address just coming up blank? Or is it coming up as like failed to find owner when you try to add it? That would be my next question for that. Sterling. Hey, Sterling, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a minute. And Craig, yes, I know. It is a pretty penny. It shows blank up in Google when you're driving. So if you're right in front of the house, there's just no number up in the top left. Or is that in the Chrome extension that it's just blank? Does $129 a month sound like basic? I know I was basic, then added things, but I'm not sure if my account changed. $129 a month sounds like you are on the professional plan and you have Ella, stop. It's my dog, I'm sorry. It sounds like it's professional with like 2 add-ons added. So it might be like you might have like street pick and live route tracking added onto the professional, because if it 49 is basic, and if it was 129, you would have to yeah, that wouldn't be possible. It sounds like you have professional. And I think let's see. So Robin, your VA, you could put them on as a partner, which here I can show you how to do that really quick. So if you have them, so like I have my friend Kelsey as a partner, and what I can do is you can toggle them to where he can't see like other team members' properties. He can't like spend your money. And he can't like export data, but if you can, even if you turn all of these off, he'll be able to highlight properties. Whoops. Oh, my dog's on a mission. Okay, email me. Yes, email me because we'll get that figured out for you. Can you send me like a video recording of your screen for that? Craig, yes, the Google extension is, just so you guys know, is included for basic, professional, and enterprise. It was going to just be for professional and enterprise, but it actually, David wanted to make sure that everyone would be able to use it. Now, the thing that is only professional and enterprise right now is the bulk uploader that we just launched. So that is for professional and enterprise accounts. And you can find that under settings. Sterling, I'm good, staying productive. Awesome. Love to hear it. Glendale, how come houses show absentee owner where in reality houses confirmed as owner occupied? So 2 questions for that. Is so it's showing up absentee owner on DealMachine, but you can see that people are living in it. Because if that's the case, then it's probably a rental, and there's just a tenant in there and someone else owns the property. And so that's why it says absentee owner. Ray. Sorry, Ray. I saw your last name, Kennard, and I put it together. When putting in an address in front of a property, how do I correct the side of the street that I'm on in the map? Sometimes the property that I'm sitting in front of is around the corner or the other side of the street. Ray, I would first make sure that, let me get on here. I would first make sure that when you're on your map, that you have this little arrow up at the top right locked in, because the map should lock into your location. So that way you can see if the house is on your left, it'll be on your left in the map. And it'll be on your right over here. Make sure I'm reading that right. Okay, yeah, Ray, let me know if that answered your question. Hey there. It looks like I will have to upgrade. What's the price of the professional and the enterprise? Great question. So professional, I can actually just show you that really quick. So you guys have a visual of what it is. So for professional, it's going to be $99 per month. You get everything included in basic, plus you'll get 69 cents per deal credit. So that's for mail and that's for enhanced searches. You get access to the ballpoint letters, which is handwritten with a ballpoint pen. You get 2 full access users. Now what that means is it's you plus someone else. So you can either make them an admin or a partner. And then you get 2 deal finders on that plan. For the enterprise, which is now an annual plan, we have everything in the professional plus. Deal credits are going to be 49 cents, and you'll have up to 5 full access users. And you can get up to 300 deal finders. Now, this comes with a custom landing page and training portal that you get to customize yourself, making sure that it trains all the deal finders for you. And then you also get, which all of these are add-ons for basic and professional, you get campaigns, real-time driving routes, street pick. And also, I just want to say for enterprise, a big thing that I want to say is you get one-on-one consultations with Josh and I to help you succeed with this. You get a kickoff call with Josh with strategy consultation, and then you get to have me help you with your onboarding. We meet like once a week, going through things, getting you all set up. So honestly, that I think in itself is a huge reason why I want people to be on enterprise. But if you do not have the money, do not do it. I don't want you guys breaking the bank. Do it strategic. So start with basic. We made these plans so that you're scalable. It scales with your business. It did. You were always so helpful. If I keep watching your streams, I will go pro at this shortly. Ray, always here to help you, my man. You are going to go pro. Like, you are going to be a pro. And you're going to just, I believe in everyone who's watching this. And even if you're not watching this, I believe that y'all can be successful. It's so like your goals and your dreams are so important to me and to us in DealMachine. And that's why we just want to help you guys so much. So I'm so excited to have you all on here. Really. This has been so much fun for me. I wish that I could have all of you just live right here. Maybe I'll do like a webinar or something that we could all be on a Zoom call together or something. If you'd like that, smash that like button. Arthur, I think I've heard you mention that you send the ballpoint letters first in some situations. What might those be? Great question, Arthur. So I do send out the ballpoint letters. It's my first point of contact in my here, I'll show you guys my campaign really quick. I am going to switch up my campaigns though, because I've been talking to a lot of members recently who have had a lot of success with just our marketing. And I want to change some of my postcards to read more like letters, because everyone is sending out like, I'm interested in your property, I will give you a cash offer. And while that is true, I think figuring out different wording is really important. So let me go to I'll go to my campaigns in a minute. So the handwritten letter is this guy right here. So it comes in a piece of paper that, I know this looks typed, but it's actually handwritten. And then it comes in the same size of the envelope, and it comes in like a party envelope. I have one somewhere because I had a returned one with a real stamp on it. I just think it's a really good, strong first thing to show, because in my campaigns, let me show you. In my campaigns, I have my vacant property campaign where I do handwritten first. We want to buy this house, still interested, and then the yep, still interested. Getting a good drip campaign can work wonders, because you're not just sending the same postcard over and over and over again. So if you are really wanting to like double down on your marketing and you're not on the enterprise plan, I would see if you could budget in doing the campaign feature at least in your budget, because it's just so great to have that, that drip campaign. And I know I'll tell you right now, if you have a really tight budget starting out, definitely start with like cold calling. But the marketing, I think, is so important, because studies have shown that when somebody can get something tangible, and Y'all, the first time I sent out postcards, I sent maybe 56 postcards. I got 5 calls off of my like first round. And it was all because they referenced the postcard and the picture on the front. Now, I won't say all of them were successful, but yay, Zoom call. Yeah, I think that would be fun. A Zoom call would be fun, I think. Sterling, yes, great idea. Was thinking that yesterday and going to make those changes to the marketing that's sent out. Yeah, so it's something that is so little, but guys, we have the time right now. Like, let's take the time to really make ourselves stand out. Get yourself well branded. Like, I have a marketing minor, so like branding is extremely important. Make sure that you have your color palette. Sit down and brand your company to just figure out what are those colors that you want that are going to stay consistent, and then change it up so that you have different postcards each time. Put a picture of yourself on the postcard. Put your logo on the postcard. It's going to make you look more credible. And if you just leave that blank, they're just kind of like, well, what do I have to resonate? Like, I will say, like, husband and wife duos, put a picture of you and your wife on there, or you and your husband on there for all you boss babes. Yes, well branded and be an authority in your market. Preach. Love it. This is so great, you guys. Please keep the questions coming. This is what I'm here for. This is I want to show you anything that you guys have questions on, or maybe you're thinking like, I've been wanting to maybe add this feature to my account, but I'm not really sure. Is it beneficial for me? Should I do marketing? Should I not? How many times should I send? How many leads should I be putting in a month? If any of these are questions that you guys have, like, please let me know, because I just want to help. I'll tell you guys right now, set yourself goals to get at least like 400 leads in a month. Right. Of course you can. You most certainly can upload your logo to the postcard. Abso-freaking-lutely. What you do is you go into your signature. Oh, whoops. I pressed the wrong tab. Signatures. And then you go to use image and signature, and then you can change your photo, which will be your logo. I changed it. So I used my logo, and that worked great. You guys can see that I'm in sweatpants. I used my logo, but I wanted to change it up to my picture, because I think that, at least if for me, I would want to put a name or a face to the name on my postcards, because I want to make sure that they can see I'm a real human being and that they feel comfortable calling me. Also, put yourself down as a local business. Right now, I mean, so many people want to support local, and the fact that if you're in their area and you know their area, they're going to feel more connected to you. So let them know, like, I'm a local business owner here. I invest in real estate. I'm here to help people, because that's what we're all here. That's why I love our community, because we're here to help people. Sorry. Let me just do this. Get back to my map view. Also, before I see people are starting to kind of, signatures are under what tab? They're under the mail tab. So if you go to the little mail guy, it's right. It goes templates, campaigns, and then signatures. I do want to let you guys know, I know some of you are logging off, but I wanted to let you know that David is going to be with me on Monday. The David Lecco. I said, David, the members want to hear from you. They want to ask you questions, because David's an investor himself. I mean, that's why he created this app. So he's going to be with me on Monday to answer your questions. He's more, I would say, definitely have all your real estate investing questions ready. David is actually closing on his 8th rental property today. So ask him about how that's going. He started off wholesaling, and then he did the Burr method. I know. Actually, I think he continues to do the Burr method on all of them. But like, he literally just put one of his rentals up, and I think maybe within 48 hours it was rented out. And he literally dropped it on the market, dropped it out there like last week, I think. This week? I've done it this week. So have all your questions ready for him on that whole side of being like a landlord and, all that stuff and investing in that way. So I'm excited to have him on. I'm very thankful he's taking time to be on here with me. But yeah, any other questions, guys? Please set aside time to do virtual driving for dollars for yourself and for your company. Or go out and drive if you can in the area you can. A lot of us are under a strict stay-at-home order. But if you can drive, go driving. Add to your pipeline. That is the biggest thing. It's adding and continuing to build your pipeline, and it's consistent follow-up. Because if you can build thousands of leads, but if you don't do anything with them, it's just like, why? Like, they're just sitting there. Might as well just sell your leads then. You'll get at least some money from it. But invest in yourself. Arthur, it sure does. Honestly, yesterday I was like, is today Wednesday? And it was Thursday. And I can't believe that Easter's on Sunday. I hope you all have a wonderful Easter. I'm having a virtual Easter with some friends and family. I think I might make some like deviled eggs or something. I don't know. But yes, the weeks do run together. I'm going on week 4 of quarantining. But I hope everyone is staying safe and healthy. We're always here for you. Remember that our tech support is throughout the weekend from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are here for you guys. I'm doing these every day at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, I wish you guys all the best. Oh, yes, Ray, I can go over the 1 and 2. Let me go back up. Question 1 was, the mortgage info that is shown, is it the current mortgage left, or was that the mortgage at the time of the sale date? So it can show you how much they owe. It just depends on the information that we have from the county. So it can show how much they owe on it, or it may just show you how much the mortgage actually is. It'll actually say like how much they owe if they have that, if they have that information. Otherwise, it's probably just the mortgage that they paid up front for it. Then your second question was, the best way to see all of my conversations with the DealMachine staff. Definitely on a computer. And then I showed you go down to the help and support. And if you go to see all conversations, you can see all of them in here. I think it's easier on a computer than on your app. And the email threads just really drive me insane because I can't ever follow them. So that would be my suggestion. Easter canceled via the Rona. I challenge you to try to video chat people on Easter though, because I really miss my family and my friends. So I'm going to try to do that. Oh, someone wants to make an appearance. Oh, she just wants to lay down. All right, guys, I am going to head off of here then. But remember, we are going to be live. I will try to get Instagram on here as well. But yeah, Ray, I'm telling you, just go on the computer because the cell phone just sometimes the screen's too small and it all just goes everywhere. But yeah, please do join on Monday. It's going to be great with David. And I got Christina Spells coming on Tuesday. which I'm super excited about. She is wonderful, and I can't wait for you guys to ask her all your questions and to hear what she has to say about what's going on. So also, the Polites are going to be on our webinar next week. Don't want to miss out on that. If when you start a new market, you should do, if and when you start in a new market, you should do a vlog of the process. Yeah, no, I can do a video of that when you start in a new market. I actually am in Indianapolis, but I market in South Bend, Indiana, which is like 2 hours north of here. So Arthur, we can. And Arthur, if you need anything, please feel free. I'll send you an email. Ray, awesome. Thank you for all your help. Have an awesome weekend. Stay safe. You too, Ray. So excited that you are on here and a part of the Deal Machine fam. Val, what time is the live with David on Monday? It is 2 o'clock. And if you guys, those of you that are in the Facebook group right now, just so you know, it is posted. I will post it as an announcement, and you can press the set a reminder button in there. So that way you're reminded. I think it reminds you maybe 20 minutes before it starts. And if you're on YouTube, it's also posted in YouTube. So that way you can set a reminder for that as well. But 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Monday. Have a great weekend, everybody. And I will see you guys soon.